our last session, we completed reading the numbers up to 3. Now, let's move ahead and see the next number. Next up, here we have 4 lower beads touching the center bar. Ruby, would you like to answer? Ruby says that the value of Abacus is 4. That's absolutely correct. Okay, so here comes the tricky part. Only 1 bead is touching the center bar. So, what's the value of the abacus? Is it 1? No, children, look carefully. The upper bead is touching the center bar, and the value of the upper bead is 5. Therefore, the value of the abacus will be 5, correct? Don't get confused between the values of the lower beads and the upper beads. Now, let's see the next number. 2 beads touching the center bar, the upper bead and the lower bead. So the value of the abacus will be? It is 6. Because the value of the upper bead is 5 and the value of the lower bead is 1. 5 and 1 becomes 6. Therefore, the value of the abacus will be 6. Good. Now let's move on to the next part. Here, the upper bead and the 2 lower beads are touching the center bar. Let's count the numbers. The upper bead is 5. This lower bead will become 6 and the next one will become 7. So, the value of the abacus is 7. Children, always remember that while counting the numbers after 5, you will always count the upper bead first and then count the lower beads. And what's the value of abacus here? Is it 4? No. The upper bead and the 3 lower beads are touching the center bar. The value of abacus is 8. Children, it's not necessary that the value of the abacus will be the same as the number of beads. Always count the numbers according to the value assigned to each bead. Okay? Let's move on to our last sum. Here we have the upper bead and 4 lower beads touched to the center bar. So, Ruby, can you tell us what is the value of the abacus? Yes, that is correct. The value of the abacus is 9. See, isn't it simple? And don't forget, keep practicing.